Hey guys, Donnie here with Designs by Donnie, and today I'm using this big ass table saw. It's digitally operated and I can dial it into micro increments. This thing is amazing. I'm glued up a bunch of pieces of cypress to make these big panels for a table base, and what I'm doing is I'm going back and forth to the electronic keyboard to just raise this thing up about 1/8 of an inch each time. It was really easy. Now, I'm sure the power on that beast would have cut through these 3-inch planks pretty easily, but in woodworking, I kind of like to do things in increments. I get a better, cleaner cut, and it just feels safer. Here's how this table base is kind of gonna go. I'm trying to line up the angles. The angles, I believe, are around 22 degrees, or maybe it was a little bit less, but it came out really nice. And here I'm playing with this design, trying to decide if I wanted to keep this thing vertical or flip it over on its side. And after I gave it a fair amount of thought, I decided to flip it over. I used dominoes and glues and really clamped it down overnight for 24 hours before I got to this step that was off camera. I had a blast making this thing, but it was really a learning curve all the way through the entire project. I used a lot of dominoes, like here, for alignment purposes. They don't really add any strength. I know that's a big controversy, but the alignment is what it's actually used for, kind of like biscuits or dowels. But I needed help from my buddy, and as I got these pieces going, the piece just got heavier and heavier. I clamped this down again for another 24 hours. Now technically I'm pretty sure I could have got away with about 2 hours of glue time, but you know what? You spend this much time and this much work on a table base, you really don't want to leave anything to chance. And here's an idea that I came up with. I wanted to try a faux live edge. So taking a Sharpie marker, I didn't just come up with a grain line direction. I literally followed the grain lines on the table, so it would be more of an authentic, appearance. And I used total boat resin to pour it down. So it's not really like a traditional river table. I would say it's a faux river table. And this was an experiment. I just wanted to try it out to see what it would be like, because I didn't want to put 2 live edge slabs together like normal and go through tons of resin and just a lot of gallons, and that can get very expensive. It gets outrageous actually. So this here, we only went 1/4 of an inch deep and we barely used any resin. And you can see here the table came out really awesome. We used Z-clips for the attachment and angle irons for extra support underneath just to help with seasonal wood movement. But it came out great. And like I said before, this wood is actually cypress. It's not pine or anything like that, which usually cypress looks like pine, but it's not. It's cypress. It's a quality wood. It's considered a soft wood, but it's easy to work with and it's really easy to shape, especially if you're trying something new.